Hi guys, I'm Steph. Thank you so much for checking out my channel today. I am so excited to share my beauty inventory with you. I have it split up into 5 sections. So that's home care, skincare, hair care, body care, and makeup. There's a lot to get through, so I'm just going to jump right into it. Home care just consists of candles and hand soap. Unfortunately, candles have gone up by 1, but I still don't have a large collection. I think I have 8. And hand soaps have gone down by 3, so I actually have 2 hand soaps left. I'm trying to kind of work through my bar soaps because I have a lot of those. I will get to that number a bit later, but overall, home care has gone down by 2. Hair care, on the other hand, had some ups and had some downs. So there's 4 categories within hair care that have actually gone up. Those are shampoo. That being said, I do include like my little mini bottles of shampoo, and because I was on a work trip earlier this year, I was staying at a hotel and I collected a bunch of those like little mini ones, and I count each of those as one. So even though I've worked through like a big thing of shampoo, I have little ones now, so unfortunately my numbers have gone up by 1, but I'm not too worried about it. As for multi-use hair masks, I had 1 last year and now I have 3, so that category has gone up by 2. Actually, I would say there's like 2 hair masks I'm currently using. 1 I still haven't dug into yet. 1 is that I purchased is like a purpley one, so it's to tone my hair. So yeah, hair masks I really gotta control and not buy anymore. For heat protectant, I had 2 and now I have 3, but that is because I get a gift with purchase at the place where I get my hair colored. So it wasn't something I actively was seeking or purchased, it was a free gift. So that's kind of my explanation for that one. And a category I didn't have last year but I have this year is hair treatments. And that is because I have been getting my hair bleached, so there is a bit of damage coming to it. So I got a treatment for split ends and another treatment just to like strengthen my hair. So those are 2 products that I didn't even have a category for last year. That being said, 5 of my hair care categories did go down, which is really exciting. So scalp treatments, kind of like for dandruff or just like get the dry hair kind of clarifying type stuff with like dry shampoo, texturizing spray, all that. I did have 2 last year. I've worked through 1, so I only have 1 left in my collection. Conditioner, I had 10 last year and I now only have 7, so that means I've worked 3 out of my collection. I'm not quite sure how I managed to move down conditioner so much, but shampoo went up because usually I buy like in tandem. So I'm not really sure what happened with that. Single-use hair masks, I had 9 and I now have 8. So I've used 1, but considering I have like single-use hair masks, multi-use hair masks, like I gotta start putting more stuff in my hair. As for hairspray, last year I had 4, I now have 3. So I have finished up 1. 2 of the ones I have are just minis, but in my inventory I just count minis, full sizes, deluxe sample sizes, like if I purchased it, or I try to just count all of it. It kind of makes it funnier to track because like I said with the shampoo, I've got minis and then I've got big ones, so it's kind of all over the place, but I'm just looking at total numbers. And dry shampoo is definitely my biggest hair care category, and last year I had 14. I haven't purchased any new ones and I've worked through 4 of them, so I only have 10 left, so I'm really happy to see that number go down. I love dry shampoo, but I definitely feel like since I bleached my hair, I don't need it as much because it doesn't get as oily, which I am so thankful for because I had really oily hair, but now I just have a bunch of dry shampoo, which is taking me longer to get through. Ooh, I did miss the category that went up, and I kind of have all my texturizers, sea salt sprays, volumizing products all together in a single category, and that also went up by 1. I had 6 and I now have 5, and that's also due to coloring my hair and the free gift with purchase, and that time I got a sea salt spray. And I have 3 hair care categories that stayed the same, so no changes. So leave-in conditioners / hair oils, I had 3, I still have 3. Detangling sprays has stayed at 2. And primers / finishers for hairstyling has also stayed at 2. So overall, my hair care category has gone down by 3, so still net negative, which is exciting. I'm not as attracted to purchasing body care items, so overall this section vastly improved. None of my categories switched up, which is so exciting, and 5 of my categories actually went down. Starting with bar soap, I had 6, I now have 5, so that has gone down by 1. Body exfoliators like body scrubs and that type of thing, I did have 3 and now I only have 1. So that is all I need in my collection, so I'm so happy that I got 2 of those out. I just have 1 in that category, which is all I need. Moisturizers are definitely a weak spot for me, and last year at the Bath & Body Works sale I bought quite a few, and I didn't realize how many gifts of moisturizer I had received because before like 2 years ago I didn't even really moisturize that much, but I had gotten all these gifts over the years for body moisturizers that I just never used, and I kind of hoarded them away. And then when I was going through counting everything last year, I realized, wow, I have a lot of body moisturizers. I actually had 14, and I have now 11. So I have moved out 3. I think I have got another one as a gift or something here or there, but overall the category has gone down by 3. Bubble bath. Last year I had 6 bubble bath and I now have 2, so that's gone down by 4. That being said, the 4 I moved out were like single use. They're like small little containers, like a single bath was a whole bottle of bubble bath out. And now the 2 bubble baths I have left are bigger containers, and I don't think I have taken a bath since like 2018. I'm definitely more of a shower person, especially because I just don't have time for baths, but maybe it's something I should get back into if I want to get down to 1 bubble bath, which is kind of the ideal. It's nice to have it on hand, but I don't feel like I need a plethora of them. And that same thing kind of goes for bath bombs. Last year I had 7, I now have 6, so I did use 1 up, but again, not really much of a bath person, so why do I have all these like bath time accessories? I don't know. And then the categories that have remained the same, not because I didn't necessarily use up anything in that category, but because I've also had stuff come in that category, so net it has stayed the same. So body washes, last year I was at 13, this year I'm still at 13, so long way to go. I have not bought body wash in like over a year, maybe 2 years. I just had like such a backup. I continuously get them as gifts. It's gonna take me a long time to get through all this body wash. Tanning lotions, I have one, still have the same one. I don't even know if it like classifies, it's not even like a self tanner. It's like the Jergens Naturally Tan, and you like put it on and it like gradually tans you. Anyways, it's like all I need for tanning at this point in my life, so I just have the one tanning product, which is all I need, so I'm happy about that. Hand creams. This is a category where I have used a lot, but again, people know I love hand creams, so I've gotten a lot of hand cream as gifts. So I had 10 last year and I still have 10 this year, but I am working my way through them. I'm definitely like getting turnover in the collection. It's not the same 10, so that's always good. As for nail coats and treatments like base coat, top coat, nail hardener, nail lengthener, all those types of things, I had 7 last year. I still have 7 this year. It is like really hard for me to move out nail products. Like my nail polish number also hasn't changed. That's in my makeup category, but I don't work through nail polish. It's very difficult for me. I don't know how people do project polishes. Like I'm attempting on my own because I like don't even want to put it out there to finish a nail polish, and it's still like taking so long. Nail polish remover, I only have 1, which is all I need. I had 1 last year, have 1 this year, same one. When it gets closer to the bottom, there will probably be a point in my collection where I have 2 because I don't want to end up running out of nail polish remover in the middle, but as of now, I'm good with the 1. And then I have a bunch of foot care products. I bought like a Body Shop foot care set a long time ago. It came with about 9 products, and I still have all of those 9 products, starting to use some of them. So hopefully that number will eventually go down. But overall, body care has gone down by 11, so pretty impressive. So in my skincare section, only 3 of the categories have gone up, which is pretty exciting. I've been pretty good about trying to use up my skincare, not really repurchase a lot, really work through what I have, not just stuff in my inventory, but also my samples. I don't count samples in my inventory, but I'm definitely aware that I do have them, so I am trying to work through a lot of those this year. So the categories that have gone up are eye patches, like under eye patches. Last year I just had 1 single-use one, which I have used up, so that's like single-use eye patches has gone down. I have none left in my collection, but then I bought like a canister almost of like the Peter Thomas Roth ones, and it comes with a package, 60 pairs I think. Haven't even opened it yet, so I've got a lot of those to get through. So it's gone up by 1 because I count the whole package as 1, and then the single-use eye patches has gone down. So they kind of evened each other out like number-wise, but not like actually, because now I used up 1, but now I have 60. But because, anyways, I hope you understand. Sunscreen is a category that has gone up. Last year I had 2, and now I have 3, and some of them, 2 of them are like really tiny ones. They're like Drunk Elephant Deluxe sample size ones, and then 1 is my current facial moisturizer, which I have been using every day. I probably don't have a lot left, so I'm hoping to kind of move out all of that sunscreen by the end of this summer and kind of have turnover of new sunscreen starting in the fall. And a category I'm surprised has gone up is toner. I had 3 last year and now I have 4, but there was like a point where I had 1 and then I think I like overcompensated and bought too much. But one of them is almost done. One of them is like toning pad, so not quite liquid toner. One of them is like a mini that I only really use for traveling. So when I think about it like that, it's not too crazy. So compared to the 3 categories that went up, I have 11 categories that went down. So I'm really excited about that. I already told you the eye patches went down, so that was one category. Another category that went down was face masks. I have a lot of face masks. I got sheet masks, single-use masks, and multi-use masks. Multi-use masks did go down by 1. I had 13 and I now have 12. My single-use masks, however, were 15 and now I'm at 12, so I've used up 3. And unfortunately, my sheet masks have stayed the same. A category I definitely had a lot of was acne treatments, like spot treatments. I had 7 products for that and now I only have 5, so I have used up 2. This next category I'm really happy about is cotton rounds. So last year I had 5 packages of cotton rounds. I now only have 2, basically 1, because the other pack has like 4 remaining in it. But I really want to switch to reusable cotton rounds. So if you guys use them, can you please leave down your suggestions below on what you guys recommend? I really want to move into that. I think I'll still always keep some disposable ones on hand just in terms of travel and that type of thing. On the daily, I would really like to switch over to reusable cotton rounds. Essences, I had 4, I now have 3. I count an essence as anything that is kind of like a watery based serum-y type thing. I don't know if that's the correct definition, but that is my personal definition. Exfoliating pads, I had 2, now I have 1. Nose strips, I had 6, I now have 5, just like the peel off nose strips. It's really not something I use a lot, clearly, but I do like to have them on hand, and I think a box comes with 8 of them, so I mean, as long as I have less than 8, that means I haven't like overbought on boxes, so I'm happy about that. Serums, I did have 4, I now have 3, so it has gone down by 1. I don't mind the fact that I have 3 serums because I'm actively using all of them. I alternate which nights I use them. Sometimes I use more than 1 in a single night. So as long as I'm actively using all of them, I don't mind having that many in my collection. For all the other categories, there has been a change in the numbers from last year to this year, so just to quickly go through them and let you know what those numbers still are. Blotting papers, I have 2 packages of them. Ideally, I would like to have 1. I think it's useful just to have on hand, but I don't need backups of anything like that. Chemical exfoliants, I have 4. That's probably, definitely, way more than I need. I am trying to like actively use like 3 of them though, so that's not too bad. I think just having 1 for kind of like a more daily type thing and then 1 that's like a bit more intense, I wouldn't mind, so maybe like 2 would be my ideal. Face moisturizers, I have 6, but a lot of these are like little mini deluxe size samples that I got in a kit, so I'm not too worried about those numbers. Face oils, I have 3. Earlier, when I was talking about my numbers that went down, I forgot to mention makeup remover and micellar waters. So I had 4, I now only have 3. I have been focusing on that instead of makeup wipes for removing my makeup, which is why makeup wipes have stayed at 6. I had 6 last year, I have 6 this year, but I haven't brought any more into my collection. I just have not been using them. The pack I currently have open, I probably have had open for like 6 months, so luckily it clasps shut. They still work, and if I'm traveling or staying somewhere overnight, like that is a good thing to bring versus like a whole big thing like micellar water and all that stuff. So I like having it for that, or if I have stubborn swatches. So I like the idea of having makeup wipes on hand, but I don't think I need like an intense backup, which is why that number hasn't changed, but it's not because I'm purchasing more, it's just because I am not using them as much. Retinoids, I had 1 retinoid before, I have 1 retinoid now. It's the same one, but I'm almost done. So overall, skincare has gone down by 13, which I think is the biggest one we've seen yet. So very exciting that all my sections seem to be going down. Makeup. It is definitely my weak spot, and as such, 6 of my categories in makeup have gone up. So for makeup, all my face palettes, I actually count the individual pans. When it comes to eyeshadow, I just count palettes. But if I have like the ABH Glow kits that have like 6 highlighters in them, then I count 6 highlights. I don't count 1 palette. That might explain why my next number is crazy. So for highlighting powders, pressed powders, I had 36 and I now have 40. So it has gone up by 4. I feel like that should worry me more than it does, but like I don't mind, honestly. So last year I just had pan in 1 highlight. This year I have added 3 new pans, so I am increasing my pan percentage in that category, so I am happy with that. Do I need any more highlighters? No. Did I need those for highlighters? No, but like they are my weakness. For eyeliner pencils, I separated it by black eyeliners, nude eyeliners, and colorful eyeliners because I just have too many. And my black eyeliner count went from 5 to 6. But that is not because I purchased a new one, it's because I forgot to count 1 last year. Another big jump is my small eyeshadow palette, so that's kind of anything that fits like palm of your hand, think 9 pans or less. I had 11 and I now have 15, and that is all because of Huda Beauty and the Obsessions palettes. I love them. I'm a sucker for them. When like the gemstone ones came out, is that what they're called? Anyways, I got amethyst and ruby, and then the neon ones came out and I got the pink one and the orange one. I am wearing the orange one today. I feel like it's not translating on camera how like bright it is, but in person, it's pretty bright and exciting. And I don't regret those purchases, but like, yeah, that really upped those numbers. Those are like the only eyeshadows I seem like super drawn to. And even though I'm like, okay, you don't really need it anymore, like, I don't know, that brand, and especially those Deception ones, they always got me. Large eyeshadow palettes also did go up. I went from 14 to 15. That is because I received a gift. So my friend gave me the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette for my birthday. So that is why that category went up, which I am so thankful for. I love lip products. So just putting that out there. When you hear these numbers, do not be alarmed. They are a lot. Last year, I did a whole lip project where I wore every single lipstick I owned. So if you're interested in that, I'll link the intro down below and you can see like the whole series where I just show you pictures of like every single lipstick that I'm wearing, talk about it, all that good stuff. Every lip product, not just lipstick. Anyways, my liquid lipsticks went from 59 to 60. It was a Wet n Wild liquid catsuit one that came out for Halloween, and it's like Emerald Envy. It's like this deep emerald green color. I don't know, I always really wanted a green liquid lipstick, and that one, and it was on sale or something. So yeah, that is what made my collection go up. But I have worn that a few times. I genuinely love it, so I'm okay that my numbers went up by 1 for such a unique shade. Lastly, makeup sponges. I had 2 last year. I now have 3. 2 of them are new, haven't been opened yet. The one that I'm on is like on its last leg, so I basically have 2 because I really need to switch to a new sponge soon. And I like having at least 2 on hand, one I'm currently using and one on backup, so I'm fine with those numbers. Now for all the sections that went down, which is not that many because I have been focusing a lot on hitting pan this year, not so much finishing product. Foundations, I had 27, I now have 24, so I have finished up 3 foundations since my last inventory, which I am so happy about. That's definitely like a area I have trouble with. Concealer also went down by 3. I had 11, I now have 8. Bronzer, last year I had 12, I now have 11. And addition to that, so I did use one up, and I also have pan in 2 of my bronzers, so that's really exciting. Like again, I said, I'm trying to kind of move around my collection a bit more and get good use out of everything, rather than focus on like finishing one thing up and then not touching the rest of my collection for the whole year. Pressed powder, last year I had 14, this year I have 13, so I did finish up 1, and then in addition to that, I have 2 pressed powders with pan. No, I have 3 pressed powders with pan, but 2 of them are pan since my last inventory. So again, trying to rotate through. Eyeliner, a colored one. I had 14 last year and I now have 13. And I was going through my collection and counting everything. I did do some swatches to see if things were still good, inspected some items to see if anything needed to be decluttered because they had gone off. When it came to my liquid liners, I had 9 and I now have 7, but that is because I am decluttering these 2. The first one I'm decluttering is the Maybelline New York Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. I really like this, but it is just coming out so watery black. Like it's not going to give me like the precise black line I want, so there's really no point in keeping it. The other one, I'm kind of sad to see it go, but it has to. This is the Gosh Extreme Art Eyeliner, and this is just in the shade 1. It's like this beautiful plum shade, and I love the color. It is very old. And then on top of that, this is impossible to get off. Like, I don't even want to swatch for you, because if I do a swatch, I'm going to be rubbing my hand raw trying to get this off. It's something that takes so much like effort to get off. I don't want to have in my eye area and be pulling and tugging and just like creating wrinkles and like damaging it. So it's not worth it. So I never reach for it, and because of that, there's no reason to keep it in my collection if it's something I'm never going to reach for again. And items I am decluttering, I obviously am not counting towards my empties. I have a goal of hitting 400 empties this year. I'm not counting it towards like my makeup empties. They're just going right in the trash. So for eye primers, I had 7 and I now have 6. I ideally would like to have 2 primers at a time, one just regular one and one glitter primer. I am clearly like way above that, so it's going to take me some time to get down to that goal. Mascara primers, I had 4, I now have 3, so I did use one up at the end of last year, and since then I haven't opened another one up, and I'm not sure why, because I really enjoy using mascara primer. It's just something like I didn't have one open, so I wasn't reaching for it, and then I never opened any of my other ones. So the 3 I have are all unopened, which is good, but it's just like I should use them. And for mascaras, I am decluttering one. This is the number 7 Dramatic Lift for the ultimate wide awake look, and I did have this open, and I went to reach for it the other day because I was like, oh, this is open, I should use it, see how it's doing, and it is just so dry. I don't know why I'm showing you. I don't think you'll be able to tell, but it's just like very dry, like no product is coming out. Anything that is on the wand is just going on like flaking all over the face, so it's not usable. So unfortunately I didn't really get a chance to for an opinion on that one. But for mascaras, I did have 16 last year and now I have 9. For lip scrubs, I did have 2 and I now have 1, which is all I need. I like having a lip scrub in my collection. The one I have right now is a potted one and I much prefer like the e.l.f. one that comes kind of like in a lipstick bullet. I just think it's easier for actually applying and it makes me remember. But until I use this one up, I won't purchase another one because there's no need for me to have more than one because I'm only going to use one at a time. Lip balm. This is another category that a lot in, a lot out. So overall, my number has only changed by 2 and one of them is actually being decluttered. So last year I had 10 lip balms. Now I have 8. Or the reason for that change is one of them is being decluttered. And that is the Body Shop. This is just their cranberry one. I went to open this at the end of last year actually. And I haven't had a chance to tell you, so I've just been holding on to it. I like took the plastic wrapping off of it, like it had not been open. I was about to apply it to my lips, obviously lips close to nose. I smelt it. It smelled so bad. Like it had clearly gone off. No, it smelled like waxy. It was not good. I definitely like did not want to put that on my lips. And if any of you are familiar with the Body Shop, like I don't think they've had this packaging for lip balms for the holidays in like a long time. So it kind of gives you an idea of how old it is. Lip liner was 16 and it's now 15. So it did go down by 1, but that's because of declutter, which I am really bummed about. This is the Catrice Ultimate Stay Liner. This was in the shade Love the Way You Plum. I really, really like this shade. It's just like a beautiful plum, but the issue is there's a little sharpener thing, but I'm not sure if you can tell here. It broke. Maybe you can see here. Oh yeah, see it's like broken right here. And because of that, a bunch of air got in and dried out the pencil. So it is unusable, which I'm upset about because I really like the shade and you can't really find Catrice in Canada. At least I've never been able to find it. If you guys know where it is, let me know. My numbers went down because I have to declutter it because it's no longer useful. Lipstick pans. I had 4. I now have 0 because I am decluttering all of them. So I got this like One Direction makeup thing like years ago. And the lip pans are still in here. I have tried them all, but they now like just look grimy and gross. There's kind of stuff in them. I don't really trust it. I don't want to put on my lips. It's something I do not reach for at all. I never even think about these. Like they weren't even stored with my makeup because of like the bulkiness. It's just like I'm going to throw them out, and that is like a whole section I no longer have in my inventory now. So that's really great. And last category that went down is lip gloss. I had 23 and I now have 22. So I used 1 up. It's going to take me a long time to get through these lip products. So those are all the makeup categories that had changed in them. I'm just going to quickly, hopefully, go through all the other items and let you know what the numbers are, and these haven't changed since last year. Color correctors, I have 3, 2 peachy ones, 1 green one. Ideally, I just want 1 peach, 1 green. Contours, I have 4. Cream blushes, I have 4. Powder blushes, I have 24. 2 of them have pan, but only one of those pans is since my last inventory. Loose highlighters, I have 2. Cream highlighters, I have 7. I include like Super Shock Cheeks as cream highlighters. Liquid highlighters, I have 6. Loose powders, I have 11. Eyeliner pencils that are nude, I have 5. Gel eyeliners, I have 1. As for my eyebrow products, everything has stayed the same. These are actually the same products, and I don't know how people fly through eyebrow pencils. Like I do not. I use them every day. I don't fly through them. So for eyebrow pencils, I still have the same 5. Eyebrow gels, still the same 3. Eyebrow pomades and powders, I have 1 of each. Eyeshadow palettes that are quads are smaller. I still have the same 2. Eyeshadow singles that are powder, I have 10. Cream, which are basically the Super Shock ones, I have 8. And for liquid eyeshadows, I have 12. Lip primers, I have 4. Probably a category where I need 1. Bullet lipsticks, I have 43. And I did make some purchases in this category, but I did also use 1 up, so that's why it's a net change. But I'm happy that I'm actually using up some of my many lip products. Setting sprays, I have 9. When it comes to fragrances, I have 15 perfumes and 2 body mists. Nail polishes, I have 45. And eyelashes, I have 10 pairs of eyelashes. Haven't used any of them since last time. Still at the same time, haven't attempted to apply them. Don't know why I own eyelashes. Don't know how to apply them. I really should learn so I can use them. Anyways, that is the end of the inventory. Very long if you did not enjoy this video. What you might enjoy though is actually seeing these products. So I'm going to do a collection series here on my channel and kind of show you everything that I have with swatches so we can kind of both see everything I have and what I'm working with. And I think I'm going to start doing a Shop My Stash. So I want to do kind of the collection series first to kind of show you everything we're working with. And then when I do Shop My Stash, you'll kind of be more familiar with my collection as a whole, as will I. and I think it'll be beneficial. That's what you can expect next upcoming on my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great day or night. If you made it to the end of this video, like, thank you. I really, really, really appreciate it. Bye.